There we go. Can everyone hear me? Yeah, I appear to be all on my own today. Is it working now? Ah, okay, cool, sweet. I had to turn on the microphone. That was the problem. Yeah. So, unfortunately, no Vic today. Yeah, I'm on my own. He's got some busy stuff to do because he's a busy boy, and yeah, I'm just gonna turn off the fan for a second because I think it's might be interfering. Sorry, it's so like yeah, I got you guys so hot at the moment here. Like it's actually boiling. Oh god. So I've like had the fan running all day. Oh, thank you, Steve G. Yeah, it is so hot. Yeah, we gave that Sasquatch like a real showing who's boss. And like I don't know why this camera keeps focusing on the microphone instead of me. Like I wish I knew what to do. Okay, there we go. I just have to take it out of the range. Yeah, it's really hot, isn't it? Okay, let's see. I hope whatever happened to Ranger Rick, the fairies and the wizard didn't also happen to Vic. People tend to go missing around you, Joe. Yeah, I don't know what happened to Vic. No, I think he basically one of his friends just needs to move house and stuff, and yeah, I think he's just helping them out because it's hard moving, but they can't help when they move. See. Yes, he's back in the Enchanted Forest. That's where he's helping out one of the enchanted people that we met in the forest because we didn't record all of it, of course. So there were like a few creatures that we didn't meet that he was sort of helping out and stuff. Let's see. Part two. I have a bag of frozen peas in my. That's a really good idea, Laura. I actually might go get a bag of frozen peas. Like we don't like the sun, do we, Steve? Nope. I know I don't. I have a question. Why do you kill the chicks? It's not because they're chicks. It's just because we never find anyone else to play the other parts. Like I put out some adverts the other day to try and get some more actors because I wanted to diversify it a bit. And what ends up happening is it just ends up being us, the same people again. Because I think there are quite a lot of people that watch the videos, but they're not in Brighton. Well, a lot of them are, or they're busy when we're shooting because we shoot at weird times. Oh yeah, I used to work in Wimbledon. Yeah, I used to work in the Weatherspoons in Wimbledon. Yeah, I used to love it up there. Like I liked Wimbledon. I didn't. I lived in Putney, but like in my cousin's house on his sofa. It was back when I used to sofa surf for a bit. So like, yeah, that I didn't like where I was living much then, but I liked Wimbledon. That was a nice place. Sasquatch went dead, dead. Yeah, Sasquatch didn't survive that. What did you guys think of the outfit of the Sasquatch? Like, did you like the outfit? Because I feel like we couldn't really figure out a way to make a Sasquatch outfit without spending like thousands of pounds. So yeah, no worries, Jess. Like yeah, we set up the we set up the the premiere today a half hour later. I think it worked a lot better as well. Like it might have just been that people had seen part one and they wanted to see the premiere today, but like I was amazed at how many people showed up for it. It was incredible. Like I was really amazed. Like I think it hit like 171. Yeah. Let's see. Thank you, Seams. Oh, I can imagine it's hot in California. Like, I really want to go to California, but California is one of those places where I always figure it's like hot, but whenever I watch things like the OC, I always see people wearing like hoodies and sweatshirts and stuff, and I always figure that it's actually kind of cool. But maybe not. Maybe I'm wrong. There were a few people in there we didn't shoot. A womble from the Wimbledon Common. No, we didn't see any Sasquatch eggs. If we had, we would have brought them home to make an omelette. I think Sasquatch omelette would have been nice. I think the fairy laid an egg afterwards, but I'm not sure. Like we had to camp in the forest overnight after we were done, and I don't know if anyone saw it, but like right at the end of that video, me and Vic were like staring off into the distance, like sort of talking, and we sort of like stopped talking over what we were saying, and we were just looking over it because we actually, like, no word of a lie here, we actually saw something really weird in that forest. Like we were reading afterwards that the forest is actually haunted, and I don't know what we saw, but we saw like, I think every single person that filmed that day saw like something walking around in the bushes, and it was like a weird dark figure, and it sort of gave us the chills. And there's actually a video that I would put out in the deleted footage of everybody legging it out the forest for real. And there's actually like some really weird footage that we got on camera, like where I was walking up talking to the camera, and we were doing the sort of thanks for watching, subscribe, like, donate sort of thing, and I actually dropped the camera down and sort of tried to move out the way because it seemed like someone was walking at me, and it was really weird. Yeah, let's see. Yeah, it did hit 171. It's amazing, isn't it? Like, just thinking about that a few weeks ago even, like, I never thought it would even hit, like, I don't know. I was getting about, I think I was happy when I got 100 views a few weeks ago, because there was one point where I used to get like 13 views, and I think that was like 3 years ago. I used to make street photo videos, and a lot of them got taken down because I just kind of gave up with YouTube, and I didn't like how I looked in them. So I've been drinking this tequila drink, this Dead Man's Fingers. Am I allowed to show that on YouTube? I'm not sure, but I've been drinking that, and it's made me feel a bit weird. But yeah, like we used to get like 100. I used to get 100 views, and I used to be amazed at that a few weeks ago, and now I think we hit 4.5k on the last part, and it's just blowing my mind, really. Like, makes us want to make so much more, and we filmed a lot more, actually. Should do an Oscar acceptance speech. Maybe one day. No, I doubt it. I don't think this is the sort of stuff that wins Oscars. I think this is more the sort of stuff that, you know, that's the thing with it. I think I always want to keep this as something that we do absolutely what we want to do with it. Never make it something that like Netflix or one of those companies. Like we'd never probably get the chance, but you know, just saying, like, in some rare future where someone picked it up, I don't think I'd ever want someone to tamper with it, because I really like the sort of feel that we can just make whatever we want. We can sort of do whatever we want, and I feel like some things that we do may be frowned upon by some mainstream companies. Let's see. Nice, man. I keep like looking up and it's like moved. I had like, there was another question. I'm so glad Vic helped you over that tree. Yeah, that was really high for me. Oh, my phone's going mad. Yeah, that forest is actually haunted. 1 second. Oh, I've lost my phone. What's going on? Sorry, it's Vic. He's just saying something. I just told him I'm on live. Sorry about that. Yeah, so what was it? I get the sense that we're not monetized on YouTube. No, we're really close to being monetized on YouTube. Like, I think I've got about 1,000 more, 1,000 more hours to go. So this video will probably, hopefully, do that. Like what I saw last time with the live and the video together, it sort of brought us up to the point where we're just about monetized. I think we have 1,000 hours until we're monetized for super chat and stuff, and then we have 2,000 hours before we're monetized for ads, and I think it's the members thing, but I don't think we'll ever make a members part of this channel. Just like, I really like keeping it so that everything is viewable for everybody and no one ever feels like they need to pay to watch any of our stuff. Like, I leave a donation link up so people can donate if they want to, because I mean it really helps. But we got a donation part in my description of the video. I should probably put it on here. Oh, I've got it below, written underneath my name in this silly thing there. I can, yeah, if someone can put it in the chat, if anyone wants to, that would be really appreciated. But also, I don't want anyone to ever feel like I could have made the bed. I completely forgot. I was running around like a headless horse after that was done, saying everything up. But yeah, no, I don't want anyone to ever feel like they need to pay to watch our stuff, so I don't think I'll ever put it in behind the membership wall. I just feel like for a lot of people, they've got a lot of content coming out and it's sort of great for them. Like, I know that the Wolf has like a great system for it, and like, nothing against people, you know, doing that. It's just, for me, I feel like for this content, it sort of, it wouldn't be right to like put like the forest behind it. Anyway, I'll move on now. Sorry, Steve G. I'll never make you do that. Let's get cinematic phone usage even. How did you and Vic meet? So that's a funny story. So I never get to tell these stories when Vic's around, but basically there was a house party at this guy's house called Benny, and I think it was, yeah, so I showed up. I think at the party there was my friend Jess, me, there was this person I used to hang out with called Kalila, and there was on the bed at his house were these people that I'd never met before, I'd never seen, and there was this guy called oh god, what was his name? Yeah, there was this guy Sonny, and then there was Jakey Face Tats. That's what we call him because there's like two Jakes, and it gets rather confusing when there's two Jakes. So One of them has face tats, the other one's like a computer hacker. And he's the guy that drives the car in the pig's mask in Murderer. And the other Jake is on the roof working out with Vic. So anyway, I digress. ADD moment. But yeah, they're all sitting on the bed, and I remember I was talking to, I think, Kalila, Ren, and Jess, and I think she was getting into like some sort of Tabasco outfit or something, some sort of tequila outfit, and it was just a crazy night. And I remember seeing this dude over there. Oh wow. Oh, it comes through on the computer. Oh, I didn't know that could happen. That's really cool. Ah. Yeah, so anyway, thank you very much, Seams. I appreciate that. That's lovely. So yeah, he was sitting on the bed. This is the longest story of how someone met. I'm sorry. But yeah, so they were sitting on the bed, and yeah, I remember thinking, oh, that guy looks like Little Peep. And I was like, huh, he's probably like a pretty angry dude. So, I don't know, as the party went on, I sort of got talking to him, and it turned out after a few weeks, we started meeting up a lot because we both hung around this guy, Benny, who was also like a good friend of our entire group. Like, you can see him if you watch Ren's videos, you know, when they're doing the Beastie Boys thing through the street. That's Vic, and that's Benny. And yeah, Benny was very close with us, so I can't go into his story though, because it's just too personal, and it's not something I think should be shared. But yeah, that's how I met Vic, and then we started meeting up every single week after a while. But I worked back then, and I went through this period of just being really depressed and miserable at my job. And I think even Vic said he'd come into the toilets where I worked, and I'd be cleaning them, or I'd be like behind the bar or something, and I just wouldn't ever, you know, talk to anyone. And yeah, Vic turned out to be one of the sweetest, nicest guys I've ever known. Like, yeah, never judge a face tap by a spelling. Yeah, no, it's true. Like, I know Vic's one of those guys that sort of, he comes across where he puts on, you know, like the cool guy, but underneath it is a guy with a heart of gold, you know. And I'm not saying that just because he might be watching. Yeah. Cool. Anyway, now after that longest origin story ever, but yeah, YouTube take very high portion of donations and super chats. Twitch and PayPal is better. Well, if that's true, that might be the case, because yeah, I guess they need to make money off of it somehow, but still, that's kind of like, I don't know. Oh. Whoa, that's sweet. I don't know, how does it come up on the screen like that? I didn't know it could do that. That's really cool. I bought a new streaming software. I spent like a bunch of money making it into this thing earlier, and I put like all these little cool decorations on the screen, but I didn't know it could do this. This is really cool. Yeah, Vic does look hardcore, doesn't he? Oh, thank you, Jess. Let's see. Thank you, Wilksy84. That's very kind of you. And my camera's in the way of the... See, now I know this is happening. I won't put my camera right there next time. Thank you, Solus Ginger Snaps B7. That's very appreciated. Thank you very much. Yeah. So yeah, is there anything else anyone wants to know? Because, you know, I'm happy to answer any questions about like the shooting of the stuff, any photography questions, anything. I was thinking of doing a regular stream by myself, and what I was gonna do was I was gonna start getting people on stream that sort of have stuff that they can show. Like, I don't know, photography, it doesn't have to be photography, art or something, and just like talking about their stuff and sort of looking at it. And I thought maybe like it would be great because we could, you know, Oh, thank you, Em. That's very kind. And yeah, that's it. That's really I can't get over that. That's so cool. Yeah. Cool. Because like like how Black Pegasus and Wolf and all them have sort of given me my like cause like my flowers. I'd like to sort of you know dedicate part of my time to helping other people if I can. I don't have the biggest channel, but I'd like to give back to people what I can. And if there's anyone with anything cool, I'd like to get them on a stream and talk about it. Uh, cool. Yes, this is a really amazing community. Let me see. I swear there was a question above that. Regarding photography, what type of pictures tells you a longer story? So, if we're just talking about general photography, I think for me I've always been, as you can probably tell by my photography, a it's about street photography for me. So like I think there are some great street photographers out there, and I think they tell amazing stories. And with me, I like to tell stories through people's faces and through maybe creating a mood and atmosphere in my photography. But I think when it comes to other people, there are people like Henri Cartier-Bresson, and yeah, I mean some of his photos just they tell stories just because they're times. Sometimes they don't even need to be like amazing photos technically. It's just the time period he took them in. It's just like this window back then, but the ideas behind it are like modern, some of them in a way. So it just shows you how people thought the same no matter what time period they were in. Like there were people that were probably joke, people probably same interests and stuff. It's really the things we use don't change how we actually think inside, which is an interesting thing that I take away from some people's photography, because they're people at the end of the day and they seem the same. And okay, let's see. Heart of gold, cheekbones of steel. Yeah, he's got hard cheekbones. I have scars on my face after getting glassed, but I'm not buying it at all, but people judge. That's terrible, mate. Like I, for one, no one should judge you based off of what someone's done to you. That's insane. But like, no, I get that. Like for me, I guess it wasn't so much I was judging Vic by his face tats, because a lot of my friends do have face tats, and I got quite a few tattoos. I was judging him more on the way that he was like talking at the time that I met him, but I won't go into that. I mean, I wasn't really judging either. It was just sort of, like, ooh. Anyway. Uh, let's see. Yeah, no, but I'll go back to that quickly because I do get distracted quite quickly. I have scars on my face. Yeah, I'm sorry about that. That's terrible. I can't believe someone would do that to you. Like, I think when people do stuff like that, that leaves marks on people's faces, and just anything that just leaves a mark is just disgusting. Like, what music do you listen to? Oh, that's really hard. I listen to just any type of music, really. Anything that I like on the day. I mean, sometimes I listen to classical music. I like Vivaldi and Chopin. I like 3 Seconds of Summer. I like My Chemical Romance. I like Post Malone. I like some Taylor Swift songs. I like Chalk Outlines, Ren's Chalk Outlines. I mean, I like Chinchilla a lot. That little girl got gone from a gangster. That's a good song. Uh, what else do I like? There's so many artists that I like. That's a really hard question. Depends on the day. Yeah, Steve G. I was actually thinking about that, using the Bond idea. Like that's a really good idea, because I actually had an idea a long time ago, and I used to tell like I think I told my grandma this when I was a kid, and I think I told my parents a few times, was I had an idea a long time ago that I wanted to create a show that just interviewed, well, not a show, a sketch which interviewed, you know, the henchmen in Bond movies. You know how like he just ruthlessly kills them all the time and never gives like a second thought to them, and like, you know, well, they must have families and they must be people, right? So like, I had this idea a while ago to do like interviews with the families of Bond villain henchmen that James Bond killed, and just getting their backstories and how they feel about it. Because like when he goes to a place, he ruthlessly just massacres everybody. Like if you thought I was bad in the forest, well, I ain't no James Bond here. But yeah, no, it'd be great if we could be villains. Any stories behind my tattoos? So my tattoos, basically they're done by this tattoo artist called Anna Pokes, who happens, if you ever watched any Remains music videos, she's the girl in Remains music videos, and Remains girlfriend. I don't know whether they say that, but anyway, yeah, all my tattoos are done by her, and she's the most amazing tattoo artist. So when I get my tattoos done, I never really ever tell her exactly what I want. I mean, I have like input and I say what I like, but she usually comes up with a bunch of pictures and shows them to me, and like realistically, I'd let her like tattoo me with anything that she'd want. Like I haven't been able to really afford it recently since I left my job and I started doing this, but hopefully in the future when this starts to pick up, if it does, and I start earning money from like AdSense or something like that, then I will start getting some tattoos to celebrate. And yeah, me and Vic have matching tattoos actually, which is quite cool. Yes, you want BTS. That's the thing that we're going to start putting together. I think next week we filmed another episode, another Vic and Joe adventure. But the thing with it is that because it was so hot the other day, well, yesterday when we filmed it, the lens started to fog up. So some of what you see isn't really, we're blurred out a bit, and like some of the picture isn't great. And you know, it was so hot that we actually got so tired. I think I almost got heat stroke. I think Vic did as well. Like we were in a rough place by the end of yesterday. There wasn't much shade. We were rolling around in tick-filled grass for some reason, like really smart people, and we ended up getting cut up by the grass as well. So we were in quite a bad place by the time we finished filming yesterday. So I really think that we're gonna have to film more, because I don't really want to put something out that isn't good just because I need to put something out. So I think next week I'm going to try compile a bunch of footage from the Carla Parks video and the two forest videos, and just put out a bunch of deleted scenes and maybe some behind the scenes footage, and maybe some video of me going through the edits and showing you the timelines and showing you sort of why I've put stuff together. I don't know if that last part's interesting, but I think that'd be cool. Let's see. When we see Vic's furries. Maybe soon. When and how did you, sorry, that's quite funny. When and how did you start photography? So my dad actually was the one that got me into photography when I was a kid. I've got an album out there I found the other day called Joe's Photography Competition. It must have been from when I was like 7 or 8 and I had like a camera. And yeah, like they're funny photos, but yeah, that's who bought me my first camera. And I actually have it right here. This was my first camera. The Nikon F60, and Yeah, that was what my dad bought me. Had like a gigantic version of it, like the Nikon F100, and yeah, I love that camera. It's a film camera, so yeah. But basically, I stopped taking photos after that, and I actually started taking more photos during lockdown because I got bored and I thought it'd be a fun way to spend my time and get out of the house. And yeah, that's how I basically started up again. Like it's a really fun hobby to do, and I'd recommend it to a lot of people because you can go out and take loads of photos. I think a lot of people think that you need like an expensive camera, or people just think a lot about people judging their photos and stuff. But I think as long as you take photos of what you really want to take photos of and ignore what people will think, because I mean, really, who cares what people think about your art? I mean, you might care, but realistically, your art is an expression of your inner feelings and your emotions. So as long as you're expressing what you're feeling and your emotions, whether it be through photo, song, or painting, it doesn't really matter what people think because you're doing your art. So if someone doesn't like it, they can, piss off. But yeah, so great nose shots. Who chose the tunes? I chose the tunes for that. Basically, I use Licked, which is this site that lets you license like proper music. You can license it for one video, and it costs like, I think it costs like £6 or £8 per song. So I've licensed like tons of songs, and I've just got like a little bank there waiting with a bunch of licenses. I have to license the Kink one every time, like the Kinks one, not the Kink one, the Kinks song every single time I use it, which sucks. It's not a continuous license, it's just for one use. But yeah. Oh my god, I'm so excited to bust out the gimbal. I actually bought a case for the gimbal, and I used it for the first time filming Vic's music video like 2 days ago, and it was so much fun. I owned a gimbal before that one, and it was second hand, and the joystick didn't work properly, so it would just start panning without me controlling the pan, and it led for some like really strange moments of like, it not working properly. So yeah, I've made some decent stuff with it so far, and I've gotten some practice in, so it's really cool. And yeah, let me see what else we have here. An actually fun class clown. We should post some. Yeah, I've been loving the memes. Like, I've been loving the memes that people have been making. They're amazing. Like, please never stop. Nasty crab cakes. You should show some of your poetry. I'd love to see it. Oh, I have to take a look. I feel like there's something in my room. That's strange. I feel like there's something still prancing around me, but I can't see anything. I see a Vic, but I can't actually see a Vic. Where did you come from? Oh god, looks like we've got a surprise guest on the stream.
Woo. Let's go.
Yeah. You want
I dropped everything I was doing.
A dead man's fingers.
I love dead boys' fingers. Dropped everything I was doing for this.
Did you?
No, I was actually I had to carry a mattress up the road and do some other bits.
Oh
No,
shit,
I'm,
no. I mean,
Hello everyone. How you? Oh no.
don't worry, it's coming back.
Oh, he's fucked it, mate.
Oh no.
He's fucked it. What's happening? Do you not?
There we go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, it's so hot in Brighton these last couple of days, guys. I'm melting. Got a heat stroke and everything, so whew. But I'm glad to be here with you guys. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
Look at this whole setup, man. Like when people have made donations, it pops up. Look, and they got like little messages. I didn't see this before. Make your bed next time. You literally forgot.
Facts.
Thanks for creating. Cannot wait for the next episode. Love you a lot. So, this is so cool.
Oh yeah. I can't say too much about what we shot yesterday, but that one's gonna be a fun one for the viewers and stuff. We had another call out, right? And so we had to go investigate. And yeah, I'm just gonna go. I need a drink, mate. It's so hot. It's crazy. All right, what's happening in the chat? Hello, everyone. How you all doing? All right. Joe was talking smack. I know. I was watching the live stream and I saw my name come on. I was like, "It's gonna go get a slap now." You know, so.
Okay.
Back from lifting the big D. That's what I was lifting. I had to carry it all the way down the road.
It's Dean, wasn't it?
Huh?
Dean. You had to carry Dean down the road.
Oh yeah, Big Dean.
Big Dean.
Big Dean.
Big Willie Dean.
Mr. Guitar Man.
Mr. Guitar boy.
Alright, what's happening? Have I missed much?
Vic, tell your side of how you met Joe.
How did I meet Joe? It was around the same time I met kind of everyone else, wasn't it? With Ren and that lot. My recollection of it was not the party that you remember from.
Oh
So
shit.
I don't remember much from that. Not gonna lie. I'm not sure. It was for me. It's all a weird story on kind of how I met everyone, because I kind of like had to kind of like I was in such a bad place at that time. You know, I was kind of coming out from the addiction and things like that. So for me, it was kind of like I just started going out more. You know, and I started doing more things just to try and build my anxiety, like to try and get over anxiety and things like that. And then I think it was Ben, wasn't it? Yeah, I met this guy called Ben. He was one of our mates. Don't really see much of him anymore. But then...
Oh, thank you, Solus Ginger Snaps.
Thank you.
Rehydrate, please.
Hell yeah. And yeah, so I was coming out of my anxiety kind of side. And then I went with this other guy. And I don't actually know. I think it was down the beach, mainly.
Sim says hello, Vic.
Hello, how you doing? How you doing? How you doing?
Yeah, it's down the beach, was it?
I think it was down the beach or at Benny's.
Yeah, it was, that's what I remember. I always remember the stuff from Benny's.
Yeah,
Back then.
I think the first time everyone kind of met me, I was, as I said, I was still kind of coming out of addiction, and at that point I kind of caved in again that first night we all met, because I remember I was gone. I was like laying on the bed and stuff. But then after that, I was getting sober and stuff. And then we just kind of all started meeting up at someone's house, and then it'd be down the beach as well, because we'd have like a big speaker down at the beach, and just a bunch of people would kind of come, and it was like randoms as well, would all come together, and then from there a lot of us became mates, a lot of us didn't, and we're still standing today.
Yeah.
Standing strong, because we are the hard boys.
Yeah.
But that's my recollection of all of that, was that kind of stuff. But yes, it was. Swapping phones randomly and calling someone in a contacts, but it has to be a stranger. Winner is whoever keeps the call going the longest.
I've not really got many contacts.
One, I'd call one of my contacts off of your phone, someone that won't have your number, and then you put someone's number into my phone.
Yeah,
right. That I won't have.
Yeah.
But no, yeah, it's fine. Wait, let me think. Because this is like a new number. I don't want anyone having my number.
Oh yeah.
Wait,
what is it? New? Is that a new phone?
No, it's not a new phone. I've just taken the case off of it.
Oh, phones always look like new when you take the clothes off.
Alright, I'm gonna call.
Let's see. Can you guys touch noses together for a second, asking for a friend?
It's for the memes, isn't it?
Yeah, for the memes.
They're gonna screen capture that or something like that.
We should do like one piece of like something or something like that.
Should we do a nose video?
A nose video.
Just put a little moustache and little eyeballs here, and it's just the whole video.
Like
is
a whole face,
our
just nose.
Talking.
You do one cheekbone, I'll do one nose.
Sorted. Probably a stolen phone. Maybe. I've come across a few in the past 2 weeks, and I'm trying to crack them right now. So. That part 2 was hilarious, mate. I was watching it I was having a pint before I went to get some work done. I'm just sitting there in the pub and everyone's looking out. It was like packed out as well. I'm just there creasing up, mate. It was so good. It was so funny.
Oh god, I really.
It was a good edit, man. He killed it.
It was funny when Ren came in as well.
Yeah.
Like, who did he say it was like? Silent Bob.
Silent Jay and Silent Bob.
Yeah.
Come on, great film, mate.
Yeah. It's great comparison, that.
I'm not even keeping up with these messages right now. Oh, he posted it on his community page. Yes, Ren. My good squire.
Yeah,
yes,
love it when he does this. It helps out so much, I swear. Like, yeah. What a great friend.
What a great friend. He's a great friend.
Well, you know what I'm thinking is, oh, frick's sake.
How's the new equipment? It's so handy now.
Yeah, oh my god, the gimbal.
We shot a music video 2 days ago.
I've bought an arm for it now as well, so I can hold it like this, and it's so cool. And then not only that, but we were looking at like, what was it? We're planning on saving up to buy a drone, and this drone is like ridiculously expensive, but it's got 3 focal lengths, and it's got a Hasselblad camera on it, so it's like literally a movie drone. And then there was a camera on that website as well that you like hold, and it's got its own gimbal in it, and you just move it like this, and there's a long arm for an eye of like a lens that just goes separately and can turn corners and shit. Like Sam Falvey's camera.
It's literally got like all of this mad.
Like Samuel Perry Falvey's camera.
And it goes kind of like
just
this, and a bit like this, and kind of a bit like that as well. It's pretty cool. It's pretty cool, guys.
Yeah.
Love the Scoobies Doo Scasser. Yes. That was an idea we had while we were filming. We were like, we looked at each other like this, and then an idea came into our head.
Yeah, a little light bulb comes up over the head when the idea comes in.
Yeah, and we both saw each other's light bulbs, so we combined them together.
You push them in.
Yeah,
my light bulb's halogen, and his is more
LED.
like tungsten or LED. Yeah, tungsten.
Yeah. So it was a good idea, man. It was so funny. I think that was like one of the best. I actually have contact lenses, but I got a new glasses prescription a couple of weeks ago, and I've been updating my contacts. So now I'm gonna have to like. Can't see nothing.
It's because when he calls
I have
me,
to go like this.
When he calls me when he's at home, and like sometimes like at like 1 a.m. when I've been working, and I've been like, oh crap, I've finished something. I'll be like, I need to show someone. I call Vic, and he answers the phone with the video chat, and he's just sitting there like in bed, with like these smart guy glasses on, just like looking at the screen. He goes, "Oh, you're right, man."
With like the angles down here, though. So you just see like the chin and the glasses.
And the glasses.
I'm reading a book tonight, young sir. What's happening for science? What's science?
We're science.
I know science. Science is alright. It's cool. I like him. I feel you. I'm blind as back. Honestly, it's not fun. I need to just literally get a stronger contact.
At least you're not as blind as Cal when you run into that wall.
Yeah. Like, I mean Carla.
Carla, well, yeah. Carla Parks is pretty like blind. Carla Parks. Yeah. They're blind.
Just keep up. I can't actually see you.
Do you need to pull a mask off of a villain at the end of an adventure? Yeah, we need to pull a mask off. You know, we were thinking about this, and maybe this might happen, and you might be shocked at who's underneath the mask. This might be a thing. I cannot confirm, I cannot confirm, nor... Is it deny? I cannot deny nor confirm what I'm not confirming. But not confirm. Yeah. Well, I can't confirm, but I can deny.
But then we also can not deny but
whilst
may
also
still very well confirm.
Whilst also denying what we're not confirming.
It's the stipulations, alright?
Yeah.
The rules are the rules, guys.
The stipulations are what the stipulations. I think that's...
Do you want to see my glasses? I actually have them with me.
I think one of the things that I was going to say before is this is a thing, when we film our scenes, I think the scenes when we film with other people in it are a lot harder to film than when it's just you and me. We get it in like almost one take.
Well, we're trying to get people to do some acting.
Because we never write scripts, so our actors are always lost.
We never have an idea of what we're doing.
So like
when we record, either we get to the spot and we're like, right, should we do this? And we're like, of course we should do this.
Yeah.
So.
And we get instantly what the other one's thinking, so we can just pull it off, or like roll with it. But everyone else just seems to not, which is something that we need to work on. Maybe I'll start writing some sort of thing for people.
No, I can't see because I have my contacts on under this, and now it's super blurry. So I'll just pretend that I'm smart for a bit.
Yeah, science.
Amazing! Wow.
I cannot even see my own hands anymore without contacts for glasses. Yeah, I think sometimes I need glasses as well.
I think you do.
Yeah.
Yeah. He ate feces the other day thinking it was Maltesers.
Yeah.
So he definitely needs glasses.
But that was because you gave me a packet of feces. That wasn't because you gave me a packet of Maltesers, but they had the feces in instead of Maltesers. And then
but you're the one who ate it.
Yeah, but you like left it open and you said, "Here you go. You want some of this?" It was hard like a Malteser.
If I gave you handcuffs, would you handcuff yourself?
Well, if you handcuffed me, then I'd be handcuffed. But I wouldn't. How would I handcuff myself?
He just ate feces. He loves it. He loves it. All right. Oh, alright. What a day.
Yeah.
Very, very hot. I'm so sweaty.
It is so hot at the moment.
Crazy hot.
Yeah.
Thing is, I was speaking to. I got a taxi over here. He's like, "You enjoying the weather?" I was like, "I'm trying, mate, as much as I can, because you know when it's cold and snowy, everyone's gonna start being like,
oh, I can't wait for
I can't wait for the summer."
But that's the thing, man. It is like when it's like that, no one ever wants it to be this hot, and no one ever wants it to be that cold. Like it'd be cool if it was just a balance. Like I like it when it's like 20 degrees or like 18 degrees, and it's, you know, sunny in clear sky.
As long as there's like a breeze, but you'd think in Brighton, right, because right by the sea, you'd think you'd have like a nice sea breeze most of the time. You don't. Not when it's this. It's just a solid sun beating down on you.
But then in winter, it's just one strong wind off of the sea that is like
just freezing cold.
I've seen like people from like, I think where was it? There's people from like America or Canada, and they'll come over and they'll be like saying, "Oh, like the temperature over there in North America is so much colder. But when you come to Brighton, you forget that there's this like frigid sea wind that comes off. So you're like, oh, it might be like 5 degrees or 6 degrees, but like.
I think that was the case when I went to Canada.
Yeah, like, it's dry and cold, isn't it?
A few months ago, and it was like the day we left. Obviously, it was really sunny here, but the rest of the time it was quite bad weather. And I think it was actually warmer where I was in Canada than it was here. I wasn't expecting that.
Oh yeah, Canada's quite warm, but that's the thing with those countries is they build it for like the cold, for like the hot.
Snow and stuff. There was like literal snow had been set, but it was just like it was warmer.
It was warm, yeah. I think there's snow like sets all year, like it stays all year.
Look at us, we're becoming weathermen.
Yeah.
Come on, guys. Yeah. What do you think of the weather tomorrow? It's going to be misty.
Yeah, so like it.
Just rambling on about the weather. This is our life now.
Okay. You do realise the Wizard Council is looking for you now. You can't kill a wizard and there not be repercussions. Well, if they are, we're going to have to kill the Wizard Council.
We're going to have to kill them all.
Thing is, we haven't figured out how to go cinematic yet, and that's where all this stuff happens.
Yeah.
So, like, once we can go cinematic, we can go into the cinematic world and take care of these problems at the business end of a Glock.
For sure. I think when we learn how to go cinematic, we might even gain superpowers or something. Because I think when you're in a movie, you can pretty much do anything.
Do anything, right? Yeah, that's the thing about it.
I watched this video back today, and I was moaning at him for so long because he let the camera die. I didn't realise we were filmed the whole time.
Yeah, I'm not really sure how.
Movie, guys.
I'm not sure how that happened. To be fair, like when I turned this off, do we start appearing on a movie somewhere? Because like we might just be in the real world.
You don't want to know what he gets up to at night time.
Oh my god, really? That means people sees everything.
Damn.
Oh no.
Oh damn. More poo for cinematic. Yes. Guys, I got an ant farm.
Oh.
Now, my ant farm turned up. I know everyone's gonna be like, what the fuck? But it's such a cool little hobby. It turned up today. I've got my little queen ant, right? With like, I think it's like 11 other ants. And I've just moved them into a little home and stuff. So now I might even like get little videos of my ants as they grow up and stuff. It's so cool, bro. I love it. I love it.
The thing is, the problem is, like, he got angry at me because last time I ate the ants. But I didn't know they were. He literally, I came into the house, he's like, I cooked dinner. And there's just, his old ant farm was on the table and there was a spoon.
And we just started scooping my ants out.
Yeah, it wasn't my fault.
Out of the thing like coleslaw. And I'm like, it's crunchy. Anything planned for Halloween? I should have a song coming up for Halloween. Joe's going to help me shoot the video for that.
Yeah, with the gimbal.
And that video is going to be, if I get it right and it goes how I'm thinking it, it's going to be spooky.
Okay, what is it? I saw a funny one in here, but like I missed it.
How did the video go? It went all right. I was really happy with like the intro and everything for it, but more towards, we're gonna have to reshoot it next week. I'm thinking maybe Thursday. By the way, if you're free.
Thursday, yeah, sure. I mean,
just because because it's a one-shot video, so I need it to be kind of consistent the whole way through. But right towards the end of it, it's just kind of not. It can be better, so I'm just getting a bunch of people ready for Thursday. If anyone's in Brighton, or if you want to come to Brighton for Thursday, you want to get involved, it'll be good. And yeah.
Keely, my daughter just told me she's a mega lenga. Anyone translate? From what I know, that just like if you say a girl is lang, that means they're hot.
That's all I know what lang means. Yeah, I don't know what langer is.
I don't know what langer is, but I know if you're saying like that girl's lang, she's hot.
Yeah. Like, yo, she's lang. It's like slang.
Hang.
Yeah, it's like UK slang. I think that's what mega langer is.
I saw a guy like say, or this girl's like leng ting.
Yeah, if you say leng, like, hey, she's kind of leng still.
Yeah.
Something like that. It means like, yeah, she's kind of sexy.
I don't think it's kind of like it's a weird word to describe like a woman with, but you know.
Or like, yo, tall ting. What are you saying?
Like, I always think when a guy calls a girl a ting, it's kind of a bit like yeah, I wouldn't use that to pick someone up, but you know, each to their own. I think it must work for them, or they'd stop. It's like, hey thing, how are you doing?
Hi thing, yeah. How are you doing today?
Yeah, hi there, object.
What one thing?
God. How weird is it to Ren and yourselves blow up so fast? It is kind of weird, isn't it?
Yeah, but it feels like... Well, it's because when you put in the work and stuff, obviously you want to see results when you've been like grafting really hard and actually doing what you love. So for me, it's like, obviously it's a fucking amazing thing. I thank Ren a lot for helping me out and actually giving me the inspiration to carry on with the music and stuff, you know. So if it wasn't for him, I don't know what I'd be doing right now, actually. Because he's the one who would, you know, I'd sit down, he'd talk to me. He's one of the ones who knows kind of like the most actually about me. And yeah, if it wasn't for him, I wouldn't be doing what I'm doing. So big up to him, yes. So.
Like it's the same when I went round to the house that time. Like, no, when we were around that house and like he came back from Canada, he was back from Canada. I was talking to him about doing YouTube, and I always used to talk about doing YouTube, but I never used to do it. And he said to me, you just got to do it, mate. Like, if you don't do it, nothing comes of it. And he was telling me how long it took him to make it. So, like, in actual fact, I think we both owe him for it because...
Oh, big time.
You know,
big time.
He never had to share my photos, and he never had to do that. I remember once I took a photo of, like, the old burnt down pier, and I put it up on my story, and it was, like, a long exposure. And he messaged me back to say the photo was lovely, and then he put it up on his story, and like a lot of people started taking notice after that, and it was like you didn't have to do that, but you know.
Yeah. That's a good thing about that guy though. If he sees like your potential and he wants to like lift you up, he will lift you up. He's just that guy. He is just that guy, you know. It's him. Is that him? Yeah, that's him. That's him.
Yeah, that's who. He's a person.
That's him.
that's who he be.
Yeah, big up to Ren. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Sure. So much work carrying the big D.
First poo.
Breaks my back sometimes.
Is there anything Joe won't eat? Me? It's him. He's the one that ate the feces first and continues eating it. Wait till you see what comes.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Yes, sir. You get a sea monkey too. We're actually thinking about getting some crabs.
I wouldn't mind getting some sea monkeys.
Yeah, sea monkeys. So with my ant sort of thing, because it's only a small colony right now, right? So I'm gonna end up expanding it when it grows and stuff. And then my end goal with it is to buy like a big ass vivarium or something like that, and then like make it kind of like an ecosystem with loads of different things in it that don't eat each other. So I need to figure out what eats things and what doesn't. So I'm gonna get my big ants and get a big vivarium and then try and introduce other things into that. I don't know why I enjoy it. I just love it. It's so cool. Just watching them dig their little tunnels. Honestly, today earlier I was supposed to be getting some work done. I was like, I know my ants, so I open it up, put them all together, and just sitting there for like 2 hours, just staring at my ants. It's so bad.
Have you ever tried putting like your finger near them and seeing how they respond to it, like as a foreign invader?
They love me, mate. I was holding the test tube because he come in a test tube, and it's just staring at me, waving its little arms like this. I think it was actually screaming like, "Who the fuck is this?" But to me, it's like, "Oh, it's my dad."
You look down and it's like humping the finger. As Ren turned into a diva who only eats blue M&Ms. It's funny you should say that. I can't remember who it was, But my dad was telling me a story the other day about when he used to, when he was at MTV, and there was this one band who literally, what they do is they ask for the people that stock their like dressing rooms to put M&Ms in their dressing room, but they ask them to take out one particular color, and it wasn't because they don't like that color. It's because when they get there, if they see that that color M&M is in the bowl, they know that they haven't bothered at all with anything. But I didn't really get that because that's a bit of
No, there is a band. It's like an old rock band.
Yeah, it is an old rock band.
I remember, I think there was a film about them. It's
Sex
quite like...
Pistols,
no, I don't think it was Sex Pistols. I think it was quite a big band that done that, because I remember seeing...
Zeppelin or something.
Yeah, I'm not sure, but yeah, I remember seeing about that. It's pretty mad. I might start doing that.
Yeah.
I'll start selling out stages and shit.
Yeah.
Selling out stages.
Just say, tell them that you want a colour M&M that doesn't exist.
Yeah, I want to...
I want a correct sweet M&M.
A turquoise M&M.
Yeah. Just one giant one, please. And it's like, but sir, you arrive in an hour. I told you what I want.
Get working.
You will retrieve it for me. Crunchy Bertie. What is a chav? I'm not. A chav is a derogatory word in the UK that describes a person of a certain
style.
Well, I'd say like it stands for council housed and violent. So it's people that are in council houses that they believe are violent because they're of a poorer socio-economic background. That's how I'd say it. But generally, it's become a slang word. It's used to describe someone that walks around the street in a tracksuit doing antisocial stuff, from what I gather. Yeah.
What they would say about chav today would be kind of like, just assume it, like someone who's just, I don't know, whatever he said. I wasn't listening. I blacked out.
To do me a favour, the Halloween video, if you apply some makeup or something, look up 1900 makeups for the best effects.
Oh, we've got some big stuff coming for the Halloween video. Like someone's in process of I don't know what I'm talking about that, right?
Yeah, we got like special effects
My head
artists.
just went like a bit strange for a minute. Alright, so we've got a special effects artist and she's actually making some masks and stuff. So it's gonna be like edible flesh and things like that. So I'm pretty excited for that. That's gonna be cool. I'm excited for that. You're happy with the gun, yeah. But wait until the new video, because I'm actually excited for the new one.
Oh, I am as well. I bought the soundtrack to it as well. Like, that was an expensive soundtrack to get every song, and I don't think we need every song. And yeah, Steve G, it was meant as derogatory, but we owned it. Exactly. Like, I think now it's like if you call someone a chav, then I think it's a bit. But if you call yourself a chav or you describe yourself as a chav,
I don't think it's like.
I think it was
necessarily
meant
a bad word.
Depends like, who's doing it.
I think it was meant for it, but it's like now.
Yeah.
Oh, you chav. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's just like,
I think it depends the way that you say it and who's saying it. Like if you get some like really rich, posh person turning around to some poor person that's obviously not trying to be one.
I know, 'cause I get called a chav sometimes, but I haven't heard that. I haven't heard the word chav.
Yeah, I've heard it. People talk about roadmen and stuff like that.
Yeah, it's like roadmen these days.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Ren's a chav. It's better Steven Tyler, I believe, and it was to make sure they were paying attention to the details in it. Yeah, that's it, Steve Tyler. I've got beef with Steve Tyler, and that's not a joke. Like, I actually do have beef. Like, in Singapore, we were doing... We were doing an award show in Singapore, and the dude was walking along, and he comes out of a lift, and I said, hey, man... to like Steve Tyler. I was working on the show, we were working with them, Joe Perry, everyone was there, and literally his bodyguard puts his hand in my face and goes, "No photos." I was just like, I just said hello, man. So I turned around and I said, "Yeah, well, Liv Tyler's hot." And he turned around and he like gave me this look. That's his daughter, I think. And then like he walked into his club.
Beefing it up, mate.
Yeah.
Come on.
And like I like the rest of Aerosmith, but just like for that night, he seemed to have a real stick up his ass. Like, he seemed like a nice guy for the rest of the thing, but, like, that night, I was a bit like, man, I ran around carrying stuff, like, sprinted everywhere, I was doing proper runner work, and, like, all you had to do was say hello back, but instead I got shoved by, like, your bouncer and with a hand in his face telling me, like, dude, like, no photos. I wasn't gonna take a photo, I didn't even have a camera.
That's his bouncer being a dick.
Yeah. Yeah, well, if he hadn't been 7 foot tall and like 900 pounds, I would have totally. If I hadn't been in a peaceful mood, if I hadn't been in a peaceful mood that night, I would have just picked the guy up and thrown him.
How tall? 7 foot.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't beat up people smaller than you, mate.
Exactly.
There's no point, you know.
Yeah.
There's no point. Did you take the stick out of his ass though?
Yeah, in the end.
You took it out after.
Yeah.
Nice.
I gave it a lick just to make sure it's clean.
Nice.
Yeah. Let's see. No Van Halen spilled the tea. Did any real fairies get hurt in your last video?
What?
No.
We didn't hurt any fairies.
Nah. The fairies were all good.
Yeah. I love it. He had a stick up his ass.
Yeah.
What? I like that comment.
Well, which one? It really seems like Vic has got a real taste for squatchy scat. Might turn into addiction if he doesn't have an internet. Stop eating the scat, bro.
Where's the scat?
Stop eating the scat.
You should have said that, because I need some scat.
He gets real angry. I've got so many more videos of him eating the poos. Like, I had to cut tons of them out. And like, oh, look who came in. This little Jay Ford. Yeah, the one who challenged me, guys. If you haven't seen Jay Ford's YouTube,
don't watch it.
Yeah, she challenged me and Vic. I'm not quite sure what the challenge is, but we are making a response.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
You wait, so in a couple of years that'll be you. Yeah, like the problem is I can't find a bouncer big enough to be bigger than me to protect me. Like I protect.
We had bouncer tryouts for Joe, I think, last week, and they all come in. They're probably about 8 foot tall, things like that.
Yeah.
I think the tallest one was like 8 foot 5 feet.
Yeah.
And
8 foot 5 feet.
Wait, I was trying to be serious. The bouncer was 8 foot 5 feet tall, right? And Joe stood up. He's looking down at the guy. He's like, "Well, you protecting my nutsack, right?" And then the bouncer looks back up at Joe, right? And he said, "What did he say?"
What did he say?
I don't know. I don't think he spoke. He
no,
got a bit scared when
I
Joe
said
stood
to them, if you can push me over, you got the job. But if I push you over, you're done. So I flicked that guy, and he flew off.
Yeah, he did fly.
You know when you flick something small off of the table, and you're like, and he went.
He didn't even break a sweat, and it was 98 degrees Fahrenheit, Celsius.
I studied the form on my head. Oh. That's how unhot I was. Oh. You know. Right. Any vampire coming up soon?
What? Where's that? Vampire?
Yeah.
Where's that one?
It just went off the screen.
Any vampires?
Yeah, so yeah, no, I haven't actually thought about vampires. That's a good idea. Oh! Who was saying Twilight the other day? I found the entire Twilight soundtrack to be licensed as well. Because it turns out it's made by Howard Shore. It turns out it's on Licked. I shouldn't have said that name because if you look it up, then you'll easily. Yeah. Anyway.
He talks too much.
Last time I checked, you challenged me. when we get the stipulations, I need to stock up on headache tablets. So yeah, I thought the stipulations were rather clear. So I'm just kind of waiting for the wolf to respond. Like I know he's
I think we scared him off. We blew his house down, and now he's got nowhere to run back to.
I think the only problem is I said to Wolf in the last video, just whenever you're ready, respond. So, yeah, I guess it's whenever he's ready, but I think it should be soon. Anyway. I'm home, but my hub isn't. Oh, I always get scared when I'm home and Vic isn't here.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
You hear like a creak on the floor.
Ah! Help me! Help me! Help me! Ooh. It seems a lot of very famous people treat people like some kind of lower scum. It could be that they've been through a lot of shit with crazy fans, but yeah, Steve Tyler's just a person, not a god. Yeah, no, it's true.
I think especially because from what I'm doing and stuff as well, it's like you need to treat your fans good because they're the ones that are making you feel like you're a god, you know. And that's the problem. Like some people get famous and then they do have that. Like I'm not saying we don't all have that god complex because I'm a god, but you know when people are supporting you, they're the ones that have like lifted you up to that platform. And I think you should just be nice to everyone, because yeah, of course some people are going to be a bit crazy and stuff, but it is what it is. You put yourself out there and people support that. You can't be mad when you have a bit of bad run-ins with fans, you know, like.
Yeah, no, it's true. It is. I think the coolest celebrity I ever met was George Takei. Like it was at the same show.
It was Victus.
Yeah, there was this guy called Victus, but he was a bit mean. But then he kept yelling out that he was a golden god, and he kept rubbing his nipples for some reason.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and then he chased me through a hallway, telling me to like lick his behind, yelling, "You will kiss me behind."
And
yeah.
Become a millionaire.
And yeah, no. What was it? Yeah, no. I met George Takei. George Takei was cool. He's like that guy from Star Trek, you know, like, "Hi, I'm George Takei," and like, yeah. He was really cool. I walked into a lift and said, "Hi, I'm Joe. It's like really nice to meet you." And he turned around and goes, "Hi, I'm George Takei." And I was like, kind of like, I know, that's why I'm saying hello. And he was like, "It's brilliant to meet you. This is a brilliant elevator." And he stood back and looked at me. And then I was like, "It's brilliant to meet you too." And he goes, "I'm George Takei." And I was like, I know.
He left as well.
Yeah.
He left
and then he just like halfway through a sentence he was like to me, he was like, "The lift door is open." So I said, "Oh, okay, bye." And he went, "See you." And just walked out.
True story, guys.
Yeah. And Carly Rae Jepsen was there reading a book as well. This was at a show called the Social Star Awards, and Joji was there before he was even famous. Like I met Joji.
When he was Pink, was it?
Yeah,
Pink
when he was Pink Man, they came out and did the. I'll put the link up to this show somewhere so you guys can actually see that this is a true story. I'm not actually joking here, but like Pink Man, Joji. If any of you know who Joji is, he was there as Pink Man, and they did the what was that thing? The Harlem Shake. Ding 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 ding. Like that, they went up and did that on stage, and now Joji's like probably one of my favorite musical artists ever. Oh, let's see. Vic replying to my message I left on his latest song absolutely made my day the other day. See, there you go.
I try and reply. I had someone put a comment on one of my posts saying I need to reply to my fans more and stuff, and I had to reply back. So I was like, you know, I try and take like 10-20 minutes as often as I can to reply to people and stuff. I can't be consistent with it just because I'm super busy. Like,
it is hard.
You know, I'm so busy. There's so much going on. You know, I'm working hard on getting everything like moving and stuff. But I just always try and reply. You know, like always try.
I wanted to say, because like it's the same for me. Like when I look down and there's like the other day there was something like 200 something comments or something. I'll look down. I'll reply to like.
You miss some as well, though.
You miss some. You definitely miss some. because people keep commenting, but like I always read the comments. Like I can't always reply to every single one, but I definitely read them. And sometimes I'm like, what do you call it? I feel like writing a message, like a group message at the top saying thank you. But yeah, no, I love the comments. Like I love reading them, so please don't stop. And I try to reply to as many as I can when I get time.
Always.
Sometimes it's just hard when you're like you've got 100 things to do, which is like it's a shame. But like when you get
super busy though, so that's good.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
You guys should do a Twilight parody. Joe will obviously be Bella Swan.
Yeah, and do what they said. Where was it? Yeah, roll me in glitter.
And make him a vamp. Oh, like that's when Edward Cullen. Why does everyone think I'm always Jacob. Like everyone always thinks I'm Jacob and you're Edward Cullen when we talk to our friends about.
I don't know Twilight well.
Jacob's the wolf, the one that turns into a wolf. You know, the werewolf.
Oh yeah, he plays Shark Boy.
Yeah,
that guy.
But you're Shark Boy in the memes. And I'm
Shark
Guy.
Boy in the memes.
But then you become
But now I'm Edward.
Same. I mean, I kind of get it that fame can get to your head, and some people cannot control their own ego at some point. Not many people can stay humble and grounded when they are at a certain level. No, it's true. I could get that. Like, imagine everywhere you go, everyone's just cheering your name, and everyone wants to meet you and stuff.
Yeah, for sure.
Like, I reckon if I ever got to that point, I would just start, treating everyone like crap. Like, the moment you came up to me, I'd probably just spit at you and tell you, get away from me, peasant.
Yeah,
you don't know who I am.
It's a problem as well, because like even if you want to go around and do your shopping and stuff, like sometimes everyone gets it. You just want to be left alone sometimes.
Yeah, no. But I think that's different. Like when people act like that from what like some people act like. Like I know there are some.
You met him at a show, was it? What happened when you met that guy?
It was just like, what was it? It was his bouncer really more than anything. But he was standing there and he could have like when I met B.O.B. His the guy from like Shooting Stars and stuff. I got like a photo with him. His bouncer came out and told the guy that was taking me around the show, like he was making sure I was okay at the show, and he told the guy to get lost when he knocked on the door, and then B.O.B. came straight out and was like, no man, it's cool, and like gave me like a handshake and took a photo of me, and then spent like 20 minutes talking to me, and then remembered me a week later and came over to me at the airport to take another photo with me and see it's cool. It's just like, I guess he might have just had a busy day and he was just really tired. I guess it happens a lot, like.
Yeah, it's true, because I remember on my way back from Canada actually, I met a guy called Bexy. I love his music, he's a cool guy. And I just saw him, he was just standing at the airport, literally right in front. Oh shit.
But
oh shit.
It's whenever I touch the desk, it's because I plugged it into the side bit. Like this is.
You cannot see us, no.
Remember the wire that I had when it snapped? That was the good wire. This is like the really cheap one.
It.
No, it'll be fun. I just need to turn it on so you guys can hear us, but you can't see us. At least they have the sound, so they know when.
We're not running away just yet, people.
But they can see what my webcam is. Because I've been trying to be smart and use my.
But they can see.
Oh, why is it not coming back? Oh my goodness.
Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness gracious. Oh, they can't hear us now, so it's fine. Oh, I'm so tired. Wow, they can't hear us. Oh my gosh. Jolly Rancher. Oh.
There goes my £3,000 camera.
Oh, there goes my one-way ticket to...
Be careful. Oh, there we go. We're back.
I'm glad you couldn't hear us.
Yeah. That was a test that we did on purpose, just to see what would happen if we did that.
Someone thought I said... No, I didn't meet Banksy. I met Bexy. Bexey. He's a musician as well. He actually shared like my story on his story. But I met him at the airport when I was coming back from Canada. He was literally like standing in front of me. I was like, "Yo, is that Bexy?"
Oh no, we need to stop hitting the table.
Oh god damn.
I think the camera's overheating.
Yeah,
it's so hot in this room. Yeah, look, the camera is overheating.
Guys, we're gonna have to sing you a lullaby.
Oh God, it's not because you wait.
Go to sleep. Freeze. Oh no, it's frozen, guys.
Oh no, the picture's frozen.
No, no. No, you can't hear me. It's frozen.
God, I can't stay still any longer, mate. It's so hot.
You need a fan up in Oh, it's not.
Oh, God damn. How can my room be this hot, man?
I've got an idea.
Yeah.
Baby, lock them doors and turn the lights down low. Put some music on me soft and slow.
I'm gonna open the door to the garden. Oh, look, it's the camera. It's just the cameras are actually overheating, mate.
Oh, yeah, we didn't even touch the table there.
Yeah, the camera's overheated.
Oh, God.
I'm not gonna lie, we might have to cut this now.
I'm just gonna sing you a lullaby quick, and then we're gonna have to dip out, guys, because this camera is going to blow up in front of our face. Right, so go to sleep, shut your mouth, dream a dream, let it out. Go to sleep, shut your mouth. Oh, the camera's back. Baby, lock them doors and turn the lights down low. Put some music on the soft and slow.
When it was daylight.
We ain't got no time no more. Take it later. Well.
It really makes it quite a lot better.
Yeah, I think that is the case, to be honest. It's always like the security, because obviously they have a job to do, and they're trying to like get people to point A, point B. So obviously, as you said, it was the security that was the problem more than the guy. And I've seen that quite a lot. You can have like such a nice guy just walking through, doing his things, and then the security are literally like taking them through. It's their job to obviously protect and whatever, but yeah.
Yeah, like, see, Joanne's like, right, like, I worked for a production company for 20 years, in my experience, the artists, especially the established artists. I tell you, like, when I've seen some artists come through, like, who is it? Jessica Alba, the security was terrible. Like, who else? Beyonce, the security was nuts. Although Beyonce was also a bit divish, in my opinion. She wasn't, she was a bit scary. There are some artists that are lovely. Like, a lot. Most of the artists I met were lovely. Like,
yeah, there's a guy called Victus.
Oh, that guy.
He's like, such a lovely, sexy,
I prefer
beautiful
his friend,
human.
the Flackers guy.
Yeah, Flackers is sexy as fuck, man.
Oh no, he's not sexy. He's just extremely like. He's got a shiny head.
Yeah, big ass shiny forehead. He's quite tall as well, isn't he?
Yeah, he's really tall. That's
like 9 foot or something.
He's so tall.
Yeah.
Turn this fan.
Turn it on.
Yeah.
Yeah, mate, it's too hot.
Literally.
The mic was in the way. Have to go again then. Oh, wrong way. What am I doing? Can you see my...
It's overheated again, mate.
The camera is gone, guys, unfortunately.
I'm gonna...
See, it's every time I show my belly button, innit? It literally is. It's like I am the one heating the camera.
This camera's like hot to touch, like hot.
Yeah, because I'm here, bro.
Nice, because
it's because it's because I'm here. It's because I'm here. Wait, is it coming? It's because I'm here, mate. It's
carry on, you can't.
Oh. Oh. It wasn't me. It wasn't me. Wait, do you have anything red? You got a bottle cap. Wait. It wasn't me. Oh no. You've caught me red-handed. It's not even red, it's pink. You've caught me pink-handed.
Before the camera gives out again, I'm going to show you guys what I was going to show you earlier. Because I'm so excited for this.
Baby, lock them doors and turn the lights.
So this is what I bought to go with the gimbal. It's like a little carrying case. It's like a suitcase. I was carrying it around like I felt like I was going to work the other day. And then inside, it fits like the gimbal perfectly. It's got storage bits and stuff like that.
Hell yeah! Oh goddamn hell yeah!
And then I bought an arm to go on top of it that you can carry like this.
Like this?
Yeah. Like this.
Yeah, I am literally the one heating the camera up. Can't lie.
Vic likes country. Yeah, we all like country.
Who doesn't?
Look.
What's my favourite it's not really, I don't know if it's country. It must be, but you know, Otis Redding. Sitting on the dock of the bay, watching the tide roll away. Oh, I'll be sitting in the morning sun, be sitting till the evening comes. Can you play that? Chili Peppers isn't country.
It's not Chili Peppers, that's like Simple Man by Leonard Skinner.
Monster hunting in Canada. So we need to figure out Canada just because the flights are super expensive. But I was speaking to Ren about it, and we're definitely gonna try and go over. I just need to get some funds together for that because the flights cost a lot. But as soon as I've got some funds for that, yeah, I spoke to Ren about it, and we're gonna get over there for that bet, you know, where we're gonna go for that bet. Fingers crossed. Camera's off again.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I think, guys, we're gonna have to, yeah, exactly, that wasn't country. Agreed. But guys, I'm gonna sing you a 3-second lullaby. Go to fucking sleep. Joking. Have a good Friday night, guys. We'll love you and love you even more until we can't love you no more.
Goes, let it be.
Yeah, quick, go. Go, quick, go. In the gallows. Can I show you something I've been working on? Can I show you my new song? I haven't written to it, but this is going to be like the main bit of it. I can't, my rings keep hitting it.
What if you do that? Like you move a long one.
When I was working on, oh yeah. I can't even remember it.
Look at this. If you did this to that, mate. Nah,
I don't like it. It's It's only this one that I want to change for what I'm doing. It's the bottom. Can I play some, what's it called? What's that one called?
You hit the desk. I'll show you what I made. I'll show you a song that I made.
Oh, you ain't ready for that heat. God damn.
This is.
Cameras off.
Oh my god, it's just.
Right, yeah, no, guys, that is actually it.
Yeah, I think, like, it just keeps overheating, mate. I don't think.
Oh, god damn. Oh.
Wait, the guitar. Let me just turn it on and off one last time so we can say goodbye.
Smells like Vic Spirit.
I've been playing the guitar, Keely, since I was like 7, and I'm now 31, so I don't know how long that is. I should be better, really. Like, all of 20-something years.
Alright, let's give him a good outing.
Yeah. Thank you, everyone.
So tall, mate. What the F?
Yeah, this is like real height. Anyway, thank you, everybody.
Thank you for joining.
Appreciate it.
You'll have a 30-second lullaby. Right, again. Lullaby, lullaby, this is my lullaby.
Let's see if this works.
Lullaby, lullaby.